was little, they gave me pencil and paper. I would draw and be quiet. The seed was planted.
Barbara really has been a mentor to many people. She has introduced people to art who weren't really collectors. She is just really a force as a person and as an artist.
Sure. So one of the things I hope will happen with this exhibition is that people will tell me what it is.
Yeah. And we met your assistant. Yes, right.
I had to go to art school at the San Francisco Art Institute and then at UC Berkeley. I graduated from Berkeley and won the Eisner Prize. I was the only person that was invited to be adjunct instructor. Then I got hired permanent faculty at the San Francisco Art Institute, and then coming here to the University of Arizona as full professor with tenure. For really the first time in my life to live and have a studio and a garden under the same roof.
I came to Tucson in 1995, originally to work at the University of Arizona. That's where Barbara Rogers was teaching at the time. When I first met her, she was a force to be reckoned with. This woman has more energy than 3 women. What I learned over the years as I started to work with her as a curator was the evolution of her work.
When I was a grad student at Berkeley, this job offer came in from Temple Emmanuel in San Francisco to teach in the Sunday school, and they didn't say that you had to be Jewish. The rabbi said, we have to have a talk. And the talk was, we don't believe in heaven, we don't believe in hell. We believe what you create on earth is heaven or hell. And he said, well, you know, you might consider if you painted about paradise, what would it look like? I owe that rabbi my enlightenment. My painting changed, my release from worrying about heaven or hell. I could design my own life. And how could I design it to have it be my idea of heaven?
Her work, of course, had a photorealism focus when she was in the Bay Area. Later, she experienced the hurricane when she was doing research and work in Hawaii. Her work changed.
The subject that I chose to paint about was romantic kinds of gardens. I decided I needed more exotic forms. I flew to Hawaii in Thanksgiving of '82. Was only there a few hours. Wind started. It ended up being a sustained wind of 90 miles an hour. Moving in front of me were fragments of orchids and gorgeous plants. I didn't know that I'd make it out alive. When I came back, I just couldn't paint those romantic scenes that included beautiful people. I spent maybe 4 years experimenting, not knowing what the work was going to be about. What everybody sees today evolved from what really got to me, which was seeing everything in fragments and basically what remains.
It went from this rather fun look at foliage, love, empowerment of women in a very photorealist way, to looking at the profound destruction and beauty from destruction.
I can start a painting 1 year and it doesn't leave the studio for 10 years. I have this storage area in the studio. It's basically a rest home for paintings that are waiting for me to get smart enough to be able to finish. So I don't make a plan. I do an underpainting. Often that underpainting is cadmium yellow. I like yellow. It's so Tucson. It's just sunshine. It can be any nonverbal tickle of excitement in me that makes me, oh, I've got to check that out. It either finishes easily or it's like giving birth to an elephant. When you are finished with a painting, you've used everything that you can think of to make this your idea of beautiful.
Being in her garden, number 7, was one of the first pieces of art that we bought in Tucson. It was the first time she had inserted glass into her work. She has the little flower inside this glass box. When you look at the painting closely, the colors are layered and layered and layered. This one is called Cambridge. Barbara was thinking in terms of Cambridge, Ohio, which is where she grew up. She named this piece in honor of the memory of her mother. And this one, I love the spray of flowers.
Just the earth itself has become my kind of religion. And the work that's at Tonachul exhibition is about shrines to loving the earth and doing whatever you can to help. So the only thing you can do is to be kind. It is really about understanding your smallness in the scheme of things. Everything's temporary. We're all just passing through this. Do as little damage as possible on the trip.